reaching a tipping point. Right now at 5 o'clock, iTeammate digs into one insurance company that has allegations of failing to pay for tornado damage.
Reacting to a sour review, what local leaders have to say about a national report calling Indiana one of the worst states in the country to work in and live.
News 8 at 5 starts now.
We start with iTeammate. Lawsuits and anger are reaching a tipping point over unpaid insurance claims.
Yeah, months after a tornado ripped through Johnson County, dozens of victims are fighting to get their insurance company to pay up. iTeammate senior investigative reporter Richard Essex has been following the story for months and is finding the complaint centers around one company.
State Farm is being sued by the owner of the house behind me over allegations the company didn't pay for damage from the hailstorm. And we're hearing more complaints out of Johnson County of families struggling to get repairs paid by the company.
I do not like to show this part of me to where I have to fight to get a home that I am covered 100% on.
Malia Vandiver and her husband bought this house 25 years ago. She says they have never filed a claim for damage and always paid their insurance premiums on time. And she considered having State Farm as a privilege.
That State Farm was a really good insurance company, and if they would accept you even as a client, then you were doing well to even be accepted by State Farm.
The house directly behind them was leveled by the storm. The house just to the south was condemned and will be demolished later this week, along with a couple of other houses on the same street. There is no question they were lucky their house didn't take a direct hit.
But there's a lot of houses that have been fixed. If you were here the very first day, there's a lot of houses that have been fixed.
Their house is not one of those. There's a tarp covering part of the roof and a broken window in the back of the house. The relationship with her insurance company soured a few weeks ago when the company stopped responding to her.
So I'm not sure why I'm being treated as if my house is any different than anyone else, but there's a lot of people in this neighborhood that's saying State Farm is giving them the same thing.
And one of those people is Isaiah Murrow. He needs a new roof, several windows replaced, and new siding. 2 months after the storm, he was offered a settlement from State Farm.
Did they give you enough?
No, there's nowhere near enough. I'm doing most of the work myself because I don't have any money for it.
State Farm has a history of underpaying for claims. In 2006, a hailstorm damaged several homes in the old North Side neighborhood of Indianapolis. The Indiana Department of Insurance ordered the company to pay $275,000 to resolve claims caused by that storm.
I've done everything I could to give them every chance I could.
According to the Indiana Department of Insurance, from 2009 to 2021, 21% of all homeowner complaints have been filed against State Farm. Vandiver says she will be doing the same. State Farm told me they don't talk about specific complaints, but in a statement sent to iTeammate late this afternoon, they did say in the past 4 years, State Farm has paid out over $500 million to Indiana customers for catastrophe losses. In Indianapolis, Richard Essex, Wish TV, iTeammate.